Hey Indian Hills, it's your teacher librarian, Mrs. Sandersfeld-Miller here with some more new books. We'll start off with graphic novels. So the first one is Silver Wing, and this one was a very, very popular novel when it came out as a novel. So now this is the graphic novel version, and the novel version had a couple books in the series, so I bet that this one will probably have some more in the series coming out. The next one is Lights. This one is book 3 in the series called Sheets. If I can turn the page here, there we go. So Sheets is book 1, Delicates is book 2. So this one just came out. This one, I love the illustrations, just the color scheme and kind of the soft pastel palettes to it, just really cool art in it. Kind of a little bit of a ghost story in there too. Wildfire is another one. Lots of really good, colorful graphics about escaping from a wildfire, obviously. Maybe an Artist. This one is a graphic memoir, so it's a real person's true life story about how she thinks, maybe I'll become an artist. And then All the Lovely Bad Ones. This one is a Mary Downing Hahn book. It is one of the most popular ghost story books, like chapter books that we have in the library, so this is the graphic novel version of that one. Next up, we have some chapter books. So Carl Hiaasen is a very popular author in our library. He is the author of Hoot and Scat and a lot of different other books. This one is called Wrecker, and it's about a kid who does work with boats like tugboats or rescues people out on the water with his dad. And he comes across, basically he's a wrecker boat. And so he goes and he pulls people back to shore that need help. So one day he comes across a wrecked ship, and they not only tell him to not call for help, but to never tell anybody that they saw him in the first place. And then he realizes that there's something weird going on here. So he's trying to figure out and solve that mystery of who were those people and why did they not want anybody to know that they were shipwrecked. Project F is a dystopian book, futuristic. It's set in a future after climate change has wreaked havoc on the earth. And so it's kind of caused society to fall apart, and there's no technology, no cell phones, no TV, no radio, nothing like that, and people are out there trying to survive. Field of Screams is about a girl who is not very happy that she has to go stay with family in Iowa for the summer. She barely knows these family members, but she is a paranormal enthusiast. She has all kinds of equipment that can detect paranormal activity, and when she gets to her family's farm in Iowa, she immediately detects paranormal activities. So she's trying to figure out what this ghost is, who the ghost is, and what their story is. And then on the line is a story about basketball, obviously, a boy who's on a basketball team, but in the meantime, his parents are fighting all the time and they end up getting a divorce. He has a championship game coming up and he feels like his dad has just kind of abandoned the family. So he's trying to find comfort in his friends and find somebody else to give him some advice and help him get through this championship game that's coming up. Next up, we have a couple of quick picks. So we have Darcy Swipes Left, which is an adaptation of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, only it is all told in text messages. So 100% of the book is in text messages, just kind of a fun format, fun to read. And then Dear Brother reminds me a lot of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, where it has kind of written in a diary format. There's some graphic novels looking sections, there's some paragraphs in there, so a little bit of pictures and words mixed together. And last, we have a whole bunch of new nonfiction. So just really quickly, the first two that we have here are Race to the Truth, so stories about slavery and colonization. The next one is Drawn to Change the World. This one is about climate change, and it's about 16 youth climate advocates, but it's really cool because it's got a lot of graphic novel sections to it, so a little bit of interesting format to it. More Than a Dream is about the March on Washington for civil rights. Impossible Escape is about people trying to escape from the Holocaust, and it is written by the author of our Iowa Teen Award book this year, Fallout. So I might have to steal this one because this one looks like a really good one. I might want to read that one first. Next up, we have Rebel Girls Champions. This one is a quick pick. It's got a little yellow sticker on it. And this one is short biographies about famous women athletes, female athletes. So that one would be a really fun one. And then all the rest of these are also quick picks. You can see they all have yellow stickers. So really good, lots and lots of pictures, illustrations, just some graphics. So we have Children of the Holocaust. Superbugs is about viruses. Stephen Hawking, Navajo Code Talkers, Olympic Games, World Cup Soccer, Esports, the White House, cryptocurrency, flight squads, what's that one? Droids and Robots, Alaska's Iditarod. We have Working Dogs, Digital Worlds, Deadly Bites, and the Music Industry. So if any of these books look good, come to the library to check them out or put them on hold.